Hello, strange sighters. It's been a while. And what do we have here? What was that? A projectile. What do we have between two buildings? That's a plane, but this in the middle of the sky. Why, oh why? It is an energy, yes, I know, you've seen it before. This is one. What's very bizarre is, what does that guy have, a bad tire? Scraping down the street. There's a triangle above what I'm filming. Two other faint lights, and you've seen this before, but nobody knew. I've seen this, so it's good to be out tonight. It's been a while for me. I do apologize for that. I want to keep the channel going. We've had a slew of rainy type weather, and there was another flash. I don't know what that was. And you might see another projectile, like at the beginning of this video, fly across the screen. What it is, it's an energy, most likely a portal. And whoa, there goes a projectile. You see that one on the upper right? And whoa, there's another one. Well, that was like a light flash. But there's another light flash. You know, I'm looking outside of the screen here, and I don't see anything that would suggest that. There's a car coming towards me with bright lights, but no flash of light on the screen. And you know, the channel is called Strange Sights in the Sky, so it is strange sights all around, but mostly in the sky. And that is probably the least, well, there's another one, the least place that people would look for stuff, and the ocean, that too. There's another, what was that? It's like a invisible ball. Whoa. You know, I'd like to, if you want to know what those several projectiles are, you know what they could be? Well, when you see this video and I post it tonight before I go to bed, it could very well be other types of energy. So while you're watching this video, press your stop button and scroll back to it, or wherever it is, and zoom into it. And you might find the answer. Of course, I'm always curious. There was another plane. I'm always curious to find also new stuff. I know it has been kind of the same old lately, but I am working on it, folks. I am working on it. As the weather gets colder, and it's been really warm, this isn't like fall at all to me. Yeah, bring on the cold. I'm waiting, because that's my favorite. And also, there will be more UFOs, because the air is crisp. These things show themselves more. Although I've seen stuff, I'll tell you, all through every season, but I haven't seen anything too extraordinary. Now, you might think this is, if you're a first timer on visiting this channel, but I'm talking, when I was talking to this thing in the sky and it was responding to me and it was much bigger and brighter and bolder, that will come about again. When? I don't know. I have to start. There was another flash of light just now. You took me away from this Humphrey Bogart movie to do this? Come on. It's actually a kind of sad movie, late 40s, called Knock on Any Door, where Humphrey Bogart plays an attorney and he's defending this young kid that killed a cop, and has a bad ending. I won't tell you what happens. I won't tell you exactly. I just gave it away, but I wish this thing would get bigger. It is. Now there was a flash, nothing to do with me. You know, they say when you see a flash like indoors, it's always on your right eye. I saw one I think it was last Monday morning. There was a flash. I couldn't explain it. And the weather was kind of dreary out there. The sun wasn't out yet. It was like 8 in the morning. And, it was a split second. It went away. But I do get into the paranormal, by the way. Oh yeah. And if I do catch anything on camera, I did catch some stuff on it when I went to Paris. I did a slowed down version of some energy that passed by. I just couldn't explain it. And here in the Upper West Side of New York City, we're now talking 7, 8 years ago. Something like that. It's very snowy out here. We had a big snowstorm in early January, another projectile, and I caught some energy in still photos, but I've caught it with video, and it's always, I've got a keen eye for, catching the moment, because I'm always looking for this kind of stuff. And I have been a little let down lately, as you probably are. But there will be more of this, and they will be getting better. And if you don't like this particular video, look at my earlier work a couple years ago, where I'm talking to that entity in the sky. Some of them are listed, you can tell by the title. And watch the UFO in Paris, where I filmed a box-shaped UFO that was yellow with 3 big lights on it. This guy walks by, he's looking up at the sky. Hey, what's he looking at? One of the few people not walking their dog. There was another flash. This dog has a lit up collar like something out of Christmas. Oh, there's a plane. We got a couple in this video. I know what planes look like. Believe you me. It is a nice night out. Not as chilly, as cool as I would like it. We had that kind of weather, now it's gotten warm again. So there's a reddish orange color around this entity in the sky. again. If people think it's a star, think again, because stars are, you can't get it this close up with an iPhone zoomed in all the way. Stars are millions of miles away. Let's put it this way, really far. So with that being said, order your official Strange Sights in the Sky t-shirt. I believe the price is $12.99 on Zazzle. That's ZAZZLE.com. And be the coolest person on your block. That's Strange Sights signing out. Sunday night for another flash. See you later. Bye-bye.